It's Thursday, July 21st, about 10:45 p.m. And yeah, just updating y'all, you know what I'm saying, on what's going on this here corrupt cop, corrupt gangbanger, a corrupt crazy crackhead block, Miriam, and what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the gangbangers, they out there. Now they trying something new. Now they trying to ignore me because they know I put them up on YouTube all the time, and they don't like being up on YouTube, I guess. Maybe they done looked at a couple of videos and seen how bad they look bullying one old lady. It's fine. I'm just trying to get off of this block with no further problems. You know what I'm saying? Leave here in one piece without getting my head busted again or any of that. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's what it is. Every day I'll be reporting, and the day that you don't see me reporting, I guess that'll be the day that they done tried some shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's them across the street, 1315 Miriam, who know they didn't do anything today. I don't lie. See, that's the thing. They lie on me. I don't lie on them. You know what I'm saying? They've called Popo on me and lied. The only time I've ever called the police is when they actually did something. I stand behind my 911 calls. That's why I say to anybody out there in the streets, you don't have to be confused about what is the beef about. Just look it up and you'll see. And the only people I have beef with is the ones who are on those videos who are attacking me and perving on my daughter, and the corrupt Popo who basically tried to protect them and the crackheads and the violent, aggressive foreigners who was next door to me from me. And on that note, I want to speak on that too before I move on to other things. Like I said, the homeboys across the street, they didn't do anything today. I walked past, they didn't say anything to me. Thank God. I hope they keep it that way until I leave. I'm just trying to leave, yo. I already made that shit clear. You know what I'm saying? They don't like me and I don't like them. In fact, they can't stand me and I hate them. And I only say I hate you when I want you dead. Yeah, so I mean that. My mother taught me that very early on in life. Don't say you hate something unless you want it dead. And yeah, I hate them. Before what they did to my daughter, not me. For them trying to perv on my daughter. And even all the way up until like a month ago. That was in early July, or it was either the end of June or the very beginning of July, right before the 1st. It was like that week before July 4th. That the dude threw the rock in the window, Chuckles, so only when I began to put the dates on the video so everybody could pay careful attention and track all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the previous videos I did not put no date on, but I began to learn when I went back to my journalism roots. It's important to date things for evidence sake. You know what I'm saying? I also want to mention about these Africans, because I know when this come out, they going to go do their usual, what the Africans and Muslims generally do. They never admit they dirt. They never admit when they people do dirt. They act like they don't know anything. Yeah, the ones who are involved completely act like they didn't do it, and the ones who are not involved but may know a little something, they act like they don't know anything. And they always act like their relatives are very, innocent. Remember the dude who tried to blow up the damn some little bomb or explosive device in the subway a couple years back? This was way after September 11th, after the shoe bomber, all of that shit. And some fool tried to, I don't know what device he had, tried to explode it in the subway station. I believe it was 42nd Street, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't go off right. Somehow all he managed to do was to injure himself, right? Thank God he didn't injure anyone else. And I recall the articles that were printed right after that where they were talking about how his family was very upset because they had to stand outside of their house in the cold while the FBI checked their house to see what else was going on in there, what else he had in there, because of the fact of what he did, which was a terrorist attack. And they were standing there not saying, oh my God, or trying to help. They were acting like they all knew nothing, even though he lived right there in the house with them. They knew nothing of what his activities were, and that they were very upset that they and their children had to stand out in the cold while the FBI was checking their house after one of their family members did a terrorist attack. That was their concern. See, this is why I say we need to stop letting so many foreigners in this country and get stricter with our immigration. Am I against immigration? No, America was built on that. This country wouldn't be what it is today as far as, all of the powerful country that it is and all the people that it's helped, all the country. See, when people and foreigners start talking about they don't like America, how you figure? Y'all all come here fighting to get into our country. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with that. In the past, I was married to a foreigner at one time. We got divorced. You know, it didn't work out. We were just too different. He was one of the, he's Muslim. I'm not going to mention him. One of the greatest people I ever know. To this day, we look at we don't hardly see each other at all because I don't want to, contact him. Even though I have his phone, I don't want to contact him unless it's something important because I don't want his wife. He has a wife and kids now. It was a long time ago we were married, many years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like over 20 years ago. So I don't want to bother him and have his wife think that there's anything funny going on with his ex-wife. You understand what I'm saying? But he's Muslim, the most honest person I've ever met in my life. In fact, I would say there's two Muslim people I know very well, okay? The other one, I can name him, Saiku Wagi from West Africa. And one of the most honest people I've ever met in my life. So proud he wouldn't take a dollar, a penny, or a dime from anybody. Like hard working. When something happened, I'm not going to go in his business, and he was unable to work for a while, he was very unhappy with that because he's full of, pride, self-respect. And, hey, listen, these are the type of people that America was built on. Doesn't matter whether they black, Russian, Chinese, African, Colombian, South American, Asian, go-getters. People who are, coming to pull their weight, not to be a burden. You know what I'm saying? Great people. Great people. I'm serious. My ex-husband, he was Muslim, African from Senegal. The most honest person I've ever seen in my life. So honest, he used to drive me crazy sometimes. Seriously. I mean, super honest. So, the point I'm trying to make is that, some of these folks who are coming today, they don't have that level of respect or that level of, willingness to assimilate. They ain't trying to assimilate. They say whatever they got to say to get into this country, real talk. And when they come here, what do? They come into our low-income neighborhoods and they turn them into little tribes, where they're very cozy with their own people. And, they'll have their own business and this or that. But they don't mix on any level with Americans. They just stick to their own folks. And that's not what America's about. If you look back, I always refer back to September 11th because that was the day when you saw what America was all about. Because all of the, we can't get along, you're my enemy, you're oppressing me, and hates, all that bullshit went out the window that day. Because that was the time when everybody realized what was really important. Lives are in danger, okay? And I don't know who you are standing next to me, but we're going to try to get out of this together. Black, white, Spanish, Chinese, African, Russian, Asian, whatever. Spanish, South American, whatever. We were all in it together at that moment. You understand what I'm saying? And those people who lost their lives there, I'll bet you as they were fighting for their lives, they didn't care nothing about if the person next to them was Muslim, Christian, Catholic, atheist, Jew, gay, straight, lesbian, transgender, black, white, Spanish, African, Chinese, Mexican, whatever, Russian, they didn't care. At that moment, it became very clear what's most important, see? But unfortunately, they only figured that out at a moment of extreme crisis where many people died, and that's why I'm trying to raise people's awareness. And I want to say, there are some Muslim neighbors here who I have who are very nice and kind, and then there are others who are very disrespectful, and that's why I'm revealing, pulling back the lid, because I would never ever. I've traveled a little bit. I was in Puerto Rico for almost 5 months. When I was pregnant with my oldest child, 4.5 months. Listen, I never would ever think of going to Puerto Rico and trying to tell Puerto Ricans they're racist, that, welcome there, and then turn around and talk about, oh, you're racist. Then why would I come? That doesn't even make sense. Why would I come to a place that I presume and assume and been told by my friends and family, whoever, that they're racist? Because it's bullshit. Because if they truly felt that way, they wouldn't stay. You know, if they truly felt they were being oppressed and black people don't have opportunities here and this and that and that. No, they come here and they run a sob story. And folks, mainly white folks, liberals, well-meaning white liberals or other liberals, fall for that bullshit. I think the whites fall for it because they have that lingering guilt that their ancestors were prolific slave owners. I don't have that guilt. You know, my ancestors came over here and changed. My ancestors were the slaves, you know, and the Indians who they also tried to enslave. I don't have that guilt. And I'm not going to bend over backwards to kiss the ass of people who are disrespecting me. You want to know what I mean? Look at the videos. Like I said, I take people as they come. I deal with you as your hand called for. So I'm really tired of all these bullshit ass labels motherfuckers want to try to give me. Nah, I'll tell you what I am. I'm a person who stands against anybody who want to put women or children in danger. That's who I am. And if you fit that bill, or you was one of the people who was attacking me, yeah, I stand against you. Or if you was one of the people perving on my kid, yeah, I stand against you. And if you the corrupt popo, I stand against you, period. Period. Because I done seen too much of y'all motherfuckers. And y'all amateur 4-4 precinct corrupt cops had the nerve to come roll up in here in my house and try to run them reindeer games on me. Y'all should have took the master class from Maxwell. Black Maxwell and his silent white deadly partner. If y'all want to be corrupt cops. Because they were the Michael Jordans and, you know, they were and the MVP. They were the all-stars and MVP because they were the ones who got away, you know. And y'all are just amateurs, for real. And then how they all come with the same thing. We don't know anything about anything. All of you, all you cops that I have on video all saying the same thing, y'all don't know anything about the attacks of me. Well, then that means y'all didn't follow up any of my reports. Thank you for making it clear on the videos. Fuck y'all. Anybody want to see what's going on? YouTube, Renee Jimenez. YouTube, Crystal Clear Eyes. Facebook, Crystal Clear Eyes. Facebook like page for my murdered sister, Cheryl's Smile. SHERYL''S. My blog, www.crystalcleareye.wordpress.com, where the first story is Cheryl's Smile in Life and Death, about the day I found out my only sister was murdered. Or you can also look up my WIC site for my 501c3 nonprofit business I was studying to open, Youth Leadership Academies, a business, a two-story business. I want to keep a place to keep kids safe, you know. One level for play and fun, open level where everybody can see everybody else, keep an eye on what anybody's doing with the kids. And second level was for study, college prep, resume prep, interview prep, job training, or guidance counseling, stuff like that. Helping them with anything they need, tutoring to help bridge the gap between high school and the real world, you know. So there you go. And if you want to donate to the cause and you agree, like I said, when it comes to these streets and all the shit that goes on these streets with us grown folk, do what you do. That's my policy. I like to keep it simple for these simple-minded motherfuckers who like to complicate things. Do what you do, but leave the kids out of it, and especially leave my kid out of it. And if you agree with that and you stand and don't like corrupt cops who put fake charges on people and don't help you when you call 15 times for help, hey, go to GoFundMe and donate if you can. You know, GoFundMe, corrupt cops, help gangbangers. I have video proof. Because they were so stupid to, you know, not believe me when I said, yo, I'm trained as a journalist. I guess they thought I was bullshit. And I wonder if they think that now. See you guys tomorrow. And if I don't make a video tomorrow, I guess that means because somebody done tried me. And, hey, keep it honest. Either they tried me and I'm dead or hurt up bad, or they tried me and I got away and I'm a breeze out, and then they know what it is. Shit, countdown time. And that definitely, I believe in payback. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody helped me, so what? If they didn't care when I was being attacked, why would I care what they got to say when I got to defend? They better ask themselves what would they have done if all that shit was done to them. And look at the videos. Kids, get home safe.